Hey guys, it's Lily Pet Polish, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I cut and file my nails down. So this is the current manicure that I have on my nails right now. The pink is from China Glaze. I can't remember the name, but I'll try to have it linked down below for you guys. And then over top of that on my ring finger I have OPI's Teenage Dream. I've had this on my nails for a couple of days now, but they are getting kind of long, so I figured that I would cut them. And then yesterday my nail actually broke. It broke a lot shorter than I thought it would break. So we're going to be doing quite a drastic change and going from this to this. So very short. These are kind of like boy hands right now, but hopefully they'll grow pretty fast. My nails do typically grow a little bit faster. I honestly don't mind short nails. They're a lot more comfortable, and when I paint my nails they usually don't look too bad. But yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing today. So I'm just going to show you the process of me taking off my nail polish and then shaping them up and everything like that. So I'm going to zoom you guys out a little bit. As you can see, I am on my Twinkle Tea Glamour mat. This is usually the background of all of my videos, and whenever I do my nails at all in general, I'm usually on my mat and then a piece of copy paper. So in case you were interested. But I have my pumper here with nail polish remover. And then I'm going to be using a cotton pad to take off the nail polish. The glitter nail polish is going to probably be a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. And this pumper is actually from Target, and I just keep refilling it with 100% acetone from Sally's Beauty. So I'm going to take some nail polish remover and then just going to try and remove this. So this pink polish was actually pretty sheer. It took about 3 coats and 1 nail down. So as you can see, I do get a couple questions why I use 100% acetone as opposed to nail polish remover, and like what's the difference between regular like nail polish remover that you would buy at like Target or something like that, as opposed to 100% acetone. And it just comes off a lot easier. As you can see, that was like literally just a couple of seconds. Yeah, this glitter is being really difficult. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and move on to my pinky fingernail, and then I'll leave the cotton pad on my ring finger for a minute or two just so that it soaks up. And then I'm just gonna get a little bit more and just have that sit on the ring fingernail with glitter. So the 2 main things that I'm going to be using is this nail filer. So this is the rougher nail filer that I like to use to actually cut down the nail. I don't like to use actual nail clippers just because I feel like it can be a little bit harsh. And I feel like when you clip your nails with a nail clipper, it like bends the nail, and then I feel like it just causes like a lot of fractures up the nail. So I like to file my nails down instead of clipping them. So I use this to actually get to the length that I want my nail to be, and then I go in with something like this. Oh, okay. So apparently this comes off with acetone, so that's nice. So I actually have a whole bag of glass nail filers. I got these regular glass files on Amazon, and then I also got these with the case on Amazon as well. These are a little bit rougher than these, but because I ruined this one, and this nail filer is actually a little bit old, I'll probably give it to my sister or something like that. I'm just gonna get a brand new one. so these are the three that we're going to be using today. This one I got from Sally's Beauty Supply. This is really old, and this is actually probably for filing down acrylic or gel polish, just because this other side is very, very rough. Like, you should never be able to use this on your natural nail because it's way too rough. So yeah, these are the two glass files that I do really like. As I said before, I got them both on Amazon. I'll try to find the link down below. This one is a little bit more rough, and I find that this does dull out a lot faster than this other one. These were cheaper and a lot more came in a pack, so I didn't expect too much, but it works fairly well for something quick and easy. And then I use this nicer one to actually shape the nail. So I'm going to be using this to actually get the shape that I want and round it out and all of that. I do have a video dedicated to showing you guys how I get my almond shaped nails, so I'll have that video up in the right hand side in the cards if you're interested. This video is sort of similar, and I actually debated on even if I should film this, but I figured I would show you guys the journey of how to get from long nails to these little stubby guys. So yeah, that's all I'm going to be using. These nail filers are actually really nice, and they were still cheap. Like, not as cheap as these, of course, but they were pretty cheap, so 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm going to be linking these probably first in my description box, so it'll be easy to find. But anyways, the ring finger should be good now. It's all off for the most part. Glitter can be so stubborn. Okay, so now that our nails are mostly clean, I'm going to go in with this nail filer from Sally's. As I said before, this is probably more meant for acrylic nails, or like filing those plastic press-on nails and things like that, because this side is really rough, so I only use this front side. I don't know if you can tell, but my nails are also really damaged, which is also why I wanted to file them down. Alright, so I basically just take this nail and then I just file it down to where I want it to be. So I typically file my nails facing like towards me. So I'm going to very quickly change the angle so that you can see what I'm seeing. All right, there we go. So I basically just file, and I try to only go in one angle. I'm trying not to be too repetitive because, as I said before, I did film a whole video where I showed you guys me filing my nails and shaping them, but I figured I'd film this one just because, well, yeah. And I don't worry too much about the angle that I'm filing in. I just try to file as straight across as possible so that we have a square at first. So now that I'm getting closer to the length that I was looking for, I'm just going to stop here, I think. So this is not as short as they're going to be, but because we're going to be filing with the other nail, and in the process of shaping your nail, a lot of the tip also gets filed down as well. I do like to keep it a teensy tiny bit longer than what we're going to end up with. So it's square for now, but then I'm going to go back and shape it because you guys know I love my rounded nails. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in and file down these and then I'll be back. Okay, so now that all of my nails are square, I'm going to go in and round it out. So I'm going to be using this rougher glass nail filer. Okay, so I'm going to be using this, and basically I'm just going to be shaping the edges of the nail, but I'm not going to go all the way up. I'm just going to be rounding out the very tip and get rid of those sharp edges and just sort of make them a little bit flatter and rounder. And then once we have the edges of our nail nice and rounded, I'm going to take this glass nail file. Again, these are so nice. Like, I cannot recommend these enough. I got really lucky because I was expecting sort of crappy nail filers, but this one is actually really nice. So yeah, I really like these. So what I use this for is I use it to really get in there. So I try to go up to the edge as far as I can and then file it inwards and then just sort of round out the nail a little bit more, since it's sort of like a squoval at this point. So I'm looking for a more rounded almond type of shape. So again, and if your nails are really in the like nail bed like mine is, I usually just use my thumb to pull back some of the skin so I can really get in there on the sides of the nail and then file it. And because this nail file is really nice, I am very careful with it because you can definitely take off way too much all at once. So definitely be careful when using glass nail filers like this. But just that quickly, we get the shape that we want, and that's sort of what we're looking for, or at least what I'm looking for. And then I'm just going to be doing the same to the other side and get really up in there and file it, and then just sort of curve the nail file towards the middle. And as you can see, I am brushing off that like nail dust, just so that I'm able to see like the actual shape better and it's not in the way. And I keep going until I get my desired shape. And that's basically it. So again, I'm just gonna go off camera and I'm going to do the same to these 3 nails, and then I'll show you the finished product. So this is what I've ended up with. These are my short little tiny fingernails. And they are obviously very dry, and there's like nail dust all over the place. So what I usually do is I buff the edge of the nail, just make sure everything is smooth and there's like no straggly little pieces. That usually happens when you file a big chunk of your nail. And then I'm just going to go through my entire nail care routine. I'm going to be doing that off camera because I do have a dedicated video of my nail care routine. So I'll have that up in the right hand side in the cards if you're interested in that. So I'm just going to treat my nails for a little bit, give them some cuticle oil, give them some life, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what my nails end up looking like. Alrighty, and this is the finished product. My fingers are now all hydrated with cuticle oil, and that's basically it for this video. I hope that this video isn't too pointless. I just really wanted to film it with you guys so that you guys were able to see the process of how I shorten my nails and everything like that. And of course, I'm still going to be posting nail tutorials, and hopefully for those of you who also have short nails, those would be a little bit more enjoyable for you than my previous tutorials. And yeah, I actually really do enjoy short nails. I'm not mad about this at all. Hopefully you guys aren't mad at me for ruining my long, beautiful nails. But yeah, I was just in the mood for a little bit of a change. So hopefully they'll grow out soon. I'm sure they will. And I'll keep you guys posted on that. So that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!